Well, I talk a lot about finding cars, you might see in neighborhoods with garages open. You never know. And that's exactly the case here. This is my neighbor, Wade Hollis. I've lived out here for 8 years, and I never knew until last year that you had a 56 International, what is it, a 130?
S-130.
S-130. Factory dually. I've never ever seen one before. That you built completely in your own garage. And if there's anything that personifies Wheels in Motion, it's guys that are building cars in their own garage. Now, Wade, this has a really neat story. It's been in your family its whole life, right?
Yeah. My dad owned it when I was a kid. He hauled a 40-foot mobile home with it when we were in the Air Force.
Is that right?
And I learned to drive in this truck. Where I got my experience.
Boy, talk about full circle, huh?
Yeah. He sold it when I was in high school. When I retired from the Air Force 20 years later, I went and found it, bought it back. I completely restored it myself with a little bit of assistance from friends.
Well, really, it's an absolutely stunning ride. The bodywork on this thing is amazing. The paint is gorgeous, and you did all this stuff yourself. It's hard to believe. And now you told me this was bought new in Burns, Oregon, correct?
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat that I get to host this episode because that's 130 miles from where I grew up in Lakeview, Oregon.
Yeah, exactly.
And my granddad had an international dealer there in the late 60s. And my dad said he never saw one of these dualies go through there.
Really?
Not just cab and chassis pickups. But never saw one with the fenders on it.
I think they're kind of a rare bird. You don't see many of them at all anymore.
No, and the nice thing is you go to a show with this and you're never going to be parked in a row full of international pickups.
Yeah, that's true. I've been to a couple of shows and there's never been another international truck yet.
Well, and every time you do see one, it's always been street rotted. It hasn't been kept original. This is how it came.
Yeah, this is 99% original.
6-cylinder, 4-speed, bouncy leaf springs.
The gauges, yeah. That's the only thing I couldn't make work was the gauges. Everything else is still original on the truck.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just what a ride on this thing. And the color. Now, is this the original color on this?
No, it was originally canary yellow.
Yeah.
It just kind of like a McDonald's sign, and I was not a fan of yellow, so.
You and me both.
No wonder we could go with something a little more classic, make it white.
The white looks good, and it's just got that touch of pearl in it that really sets it off. But just the bodywork, the bright work, everything is so. You guys really paid a lot of attention to detail putting this together, and it really shows. And now we got a little wind noise here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little echoey in here because we're in a metal cab, but hey, that is what it is. That's part of driving old trucks,
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So it's kind of neat looking at this, the detail that the factory did in extending the step side fender to accommodate the dual rear wheel.
Yeah, all the fenders came off of the S-110s, 120s, and then they added a 6-inch extender. Was all they put on there.
That's how they did that, huh? That's kind of a neat deal. Who would have thought that they did that? Looks like they're finally getting the roads back in shape out here.
Well, yeah.
Flooding was really bad on things.
They're working on it.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, it's a fun feel. You're on bias ply tires. It kind of goes where it wants to go.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but it feels pretty positive still, just going down the road. Like you've gone through every system on this, obviously.
Yeah, it's not as smooth a ride as the new rig, but I guess that's the uniqueness of it.
Well, that's why you get all these springy seats.
Yeah, that's why you gotta have a big seat on the truck.
Yeah, you got plenty of suspension in these seats. Oh my gosh! So how often have you been getting this out and driving it since you got it finished?
since I've got it running, I drive it as much as I can.
Oh, that's neat.
If it was better on gas, I'd drive it more. Kind of a gas hog being this big.
Well, living 10 minutes from South Reno makes it a little bit difficult, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I always take side streets. It's really hard to get up there and run with the big boys on the freeway.
Yeah, you don't really want to do that. Well, the nice thing about Reno is you can get around anywhere on surface streets and you don't have to touch a freeway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I drive it to work probably twice a week.
Is that right?
Yeah, just to get it out and drive it now that I got it done.
Yeah.
I want to be able to show it to people and not leaving them in the garage all the time.
Well, and to me, just the fact that you took this project on without being a restoration expert and came out this good, it says a lot to your mechanical ability to begin with,
Yeah.
but also to your level of determination.
Yeah, I have no experience at all. The kid that helped me showed me how to do body work. When he saw the truck the first time, he goes, "You sure you don't want to find another truck?" And I go, "No, this is the one." I told him the story, and he goes, "Oh, okay, then I'll get you going." And that's how it started.
That is something else. Well, it's a heck of a neat truck, and I'm really glad you took me for a ride in this today. And I'm glad we're able to show it to the Wheels audience, because people think that all we do is hot rods and muscle cars. That's not the case at all. It's just neat stuff. Doesn't matter what it is, and in this case, a 56 International. But Wade, thanks a bunch. I really appreciate you telling me all about this, taking the ride, and be sure to join us next time on Wheels. We're going to have another cool car or truck for you to take a look at. I think you're going to have a good time. Up next, we preview a car for an upcoming episode.
We're here at Wheels in Motion. We're in El Cajon, California. We came down here to do an episode on this 68 Corvette convertible. But this car's driven and things happen. And Dave, what happened?
Well, I was driving it for a while, and unbeknownst to me, there was an oil leak in the oil line that feeds the oil pressure gauge. And I noticed a slippery spot or a shiny spot on the pad where you put your foot before you shift it, and I rubbed it and it was oil. So it had been just finely spraying oil on the inside for probably about 2 years.
2 years
Yeah,
worth of oil spray.
Yeah, and so it got into all of my matting that that I put in the car, and didn't hurt anything except the matting.
Yeah.
It just turned it to crud.
Yeah.
So had to take it all apart. In order to get to that one thing, you have to take everything out of the car. So.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we can't drive it right now.
Nope.
We will drive it in a future episode. Dave is the second owner of this car. You've had it since when? 1970.
Bought it in 1970, in November of 1970, from a junkyard for $1,350, and it did not have a motor, transmission, bell housing, flywheel. The original owner evidently, or someone, took that material out of the car, and I think he wanted to buy it back from the insurance company, but the insurance company must have been on to him, so they sold it to some guys I went to college with, and $1,350. I had a car, and a Corvette, and didn't have any money.
He drove it every day.
And drove it every day. Yeah, I had 30,000 miles on it roughly, and put a Camaro motor in it, $425 for the whole assembly, the whole drivetrain, and drove it for about 35,000 miles, 40,000 miles almost, every
back
day.
east, and then you moved out here. What year did you move out here?
1978.
So 78. So how many years did it sit in this, basically in this driveway?
From 1978 to 2012.
So
yeah, 13. So it sat still for a long time.
And it's been running now, you said what, about 4 years?
About 4 years.
About 4 years?
Yep.
Okay.
4 years and about 6,000 miles. We take it out on the weekends.
Yeah.
You know, at my age, it's difficult to get in and out of it. It was okay when I was young,
Yeah.
but nowadays it's not that easy, and my wife complains quite a bit.
Well, hopefully in the future, here in the short future, we'll do a full episode on this car, and we'll take it out and run it. We can say, I have driven in this car, and it runs very good. It is a very good driver car. It is a stunning color. It is not an original color. It's actually a Ferrari color, correct?
Yep, Ferrari
Yeah.
blue. Yep.
So this car draws a lot of attention. It's a very pretty car. So look forward to this car in the future, and we will do a full episode on this car. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome, Gary.
What did we say the last time? One thing and something else, isn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah. All right. Want to go to Wings or BJ's?
Let's go to Wings. Oh, you know what? Let's go to BJ's. I haven't been in there in a long time.
What the?